What's going on, everybody? Thank you for stopping in. So today we be working on the black truck. I've worked on it in a while. And if you see right here, we got some coilovers. I've been wanting to do this for a long time now. These brackets are from Atomic Fab. Pretty solid kit, looks pretty good. Only modification you really need to do is drill holes for these to go through the frame. And this sits up against the shock mount. The shock mount was never intended to hold the weight of the truck. That's why you're bolting through the frame to help support it. Viking coilovers, Eibach, whatever, springs. I'm going to break this video up into 3 parts. Part 1 will be getting rid of all the torsion bar setup and getting rid of everything on the truck that you don't need anymore. Video 2 will be what you need to modify on the frame. You do have to cut the bump stops off and then drill 2 holes on each side, installing that, installing the coilovers, adjusting the height, and then third video will just be a reaction video to driving on coilovers for the first time and see how much better it handles. So before we get started, what you want to do, if your truck is aligned, you like where it sits and everything, if you're not changing your ride height, you need to measure the gap between your tires and the top of your fender. That way when you put on the coilovers, you can adjust them, get it back to where it was. I do like where this truck sits, so I'm going to measure it and write down what it is. Should be pretty damn close to the same on each side. So I'm right around 10 1/4. I'm going to say that, so if I forget, I can go back in the video and look. Probably a good idea to write it down. But yeah, let's get started. So a little bit about this truck before we get going. It has the 6.5 inch BDS non-torsion drop kit. So it's got that extra bracket on the right here. So instead of the torsion bar going in there, it goes in up here. Keeps it tucked up into the frame in the factory location. So what we are going to be able to do is get rid of this bracket, the torsion keys, the torsion bars, and that bracket, and then the factory shocks. And then, like I was saying right here, we'll get to that in the second video, but you do have to make room for the coilover right there. So if you don't have the rough country kit or the BDS kit that has the non-torsion drop, another big advantage to the coilovers is you won't see the torsion bars anymore, along with it riding a hell of a lot better. And it is also worth mentioning that this guy's kit, he does have different kits, whether you're lowered, stock, lifted. And I think he does have the newer body style brackets as well. I'll leave a link to these, or to his website, in the description. He's got some other cool stuff as well. So these were the only jacks I got. They weren't even tall enough, so I had to lift them up, take the tires off, and obviously tires are more than that tall, so front end is way down, but this is what you want anyway. You want pressure off of your torsion bars when you unload them. So I guess that will be, well, first step, remove your shocks. I already did that. I wanted to test fit everything. I haven't drilled anything, nothing's been modified yet. Just took the shocks off. You see, first lift cut I got, I actually already had to cut right here. I'm going to clean this up because when I first did the lift kit, I was not as thorough as I am now, so we're going to clean it up. I'm going to cut this cup completely off. Don't need it. Never going to touch that bump stop. If I do, I'm going to have bigger problems than just touching a bump stop. So that's going to get cut off. I'm going to clean up these edges. We'll paint it. But you need to do that to make room for this coilover. This coilover is a lot bigger around than the shocks are. So let's get the torsion bars unloaded. Grab my tools. We'll get started. Loosen this torsion key bolt all the way out. That's that part I forgot to grab. So your torsion bar tool, if you have this design, comes with this little guy. There's a hole in the top up here. This needs to go in. Keep it from sliding around. This guy comes out. So that sits in there and puts pressure on your torsion key. That's what you use to level it or adjust the front end. So now back it all the way out. Add all this stuff to a pile. When I'm all done with taking everything off, I want to measure or weigh everything, see how much weight we take off, and we'll measure the parts we're putting on because I want to see how much weight we're cutting. So these torsion bars are heavy and this cross member, so I think we'll be able to cut at least over 100 pounds off the truck. Okay, got the brackets off. These are specific to BDS. Rough Country has something similar. Take that bump stop off because it's not going to do me any good now. So now all we got left is really take the torsion bar bracket, cross member off, whatever you want to call it. Some people probably think that this helps with rigidity of the frame. It doesn't. It's on rubber isolators, so this is just dead weight, and plus I'm going to be doing a 4L80 swap. Make getting the transmission and transfer case out a hell of a lot easier. So we're saying goodbye to that guy as well. Alright, so that's everything. It actually went a lot quicker than I thought it was going to. So I'm going to grab a scale. I actually don't have one. I'm borrowing one. It'll be here momentarily. So this is all the stuff that will come off anybody's torsion bar setup. This is what was on mine because my lift kit came with this. So if you have a Rough Country or a BDS and you have the brackets to hide the torsion bars, you'll have these. So I want to weigh everything together to see what I lose. I mean, these are, I don't know, 10 pounds. So weigh everything and then add those, see how much weight we're taking off. Because these things are not light, and the coilovers are a lot lighter than I thought they were going to be. So brackets. I got a good shot at the transfer case whenever I need to take it out for the 80E swap. Looks like I need a new seal for the output shaft also. Probably a good idea to freshen this thing up when it's out, but that is another day. Okay, so I borrowed an old scale from someone. I'm gonna weigh everything. That's a problem. I don't know how to weigh myself and then 19 pounds. 19 pounds.
I know. I'm trying every day.
45 pounds for the torsion bars. I figured they weigh more than that, but now we got shocks, keys, and key holders. 22 pounds. So I took off 86 pounds. And then specific to me, I've got the torsion bar brackets. £19. So I cut 105 pounds, but then 14. What the hell? So I cut 61 pounds off the truck. Not quite what I thought it was going to be, but still, weight reduction is weight reduction, I suppose. So for the next video, like I said, I'll show you how to get everything in. It's going to take me a while. It's going to take a while to drill through that. I started, but that'll be the next video. Thanks for stopping in. Keep an eye out for part 2. We'll be installing everything. And if any of you guys have or know someone that has this door panel but has the heated seat option, I'm adding heated seats to my truck. I got the outside done. I need this one. If you know anyone or you have one for sale, let me know. Thanks. See you guys next time.